Hey everybody, it has been a while. I have not been in the mood to film a video. I don't know, so I haven't. And then I've been sick a bunch because I nanny and kids have lots of germs and they snot and cough at me and then I get them and I'm still kind of congested and gross. But I no longer sound like a man, like my husband told me that I did, so that's an improvement. So I have a book haul today, and if you stick around for the end of it, I have a giveaway at the end, some sort of spring cleaning I'm doing on a variety of my social media accounts, my blog, my Twitter, my Instagram, my Facebook, and then I'm giving a whole bunch away to a librarian friend I know. So stick around for the end, and there's the giveaway. The first thing I'm going to show you is something I got, not a book, but on a recent Top 10 Tuesday that I did on my blog. It was top 10 bookish things I would like to own that aren't books. I featured some stationery off an Etsy shop that was Perks of Being a Wallflower, which is one of my all-time favorite books. And they reached out to me and said, hey, thanks for featuring us. We'd like to send you that stationery. And I was like, yes. And now I have no excuse not to write some notes to people in the mail. So I got them in the mail. And this shop is called 5 or 6 Talents. I will link to it below, or you can check out my post, which I'll link to, and your wallets will be crying. I promise you, they will. Comes with the envelopes. It was a really cute package, and it got a really nice note. The world is not a wish-granting factory. Got this one, and this one. We accept the love we think we deserve, and then the rest of them are the same as what I just showed you. But she also stuck in a extra surprise that I didn't even know they had on their website. I should have looked more closely. But it is a mouse pad with a quote from Perks of Being a Wallflower. It says, lights in buildings and everything that makes you wonder, and in that moment I swear we were infinite, which is another great quote that everyone loves from that book and movie. So if you stick around at the end, you might get a chance to win this. The next is a gift from a friend, Raquel from the book Barbies. She was sending me +1 that's been making its way around with some bloggers. This one I jumped on board when a blogger was sending it around. The summary is has a lot of things going on, but basically what I know about it is it's this world where there is these night dwellers and day dwellers, and I know that there's star-crossed lovers, and I like that kind of stuff. It's a thriller, a romance, and I don't really know all that much about it. I just know that a lot of people have been talking about it. So Raquel was sending me this because I was next on the list, but she is so awesome, and she is the pusher of these books. So it did not at all surprise me that she sent them to me. Actually, it did surprise me because it was so nice of her. She said she has copies just laying around that she's bought because she likes to push this series on people. So Lisa Klepis, I don't know how to say her last name. Sugar Daddy and Blue-Eyed Devil. It's an adult romance series, and Raquel talks about it all the time, and so I have been interested in them. I just haven't gotten a chance to get them out from the library or buy them. So I'm really, really excited that Raquel sent them to me, and it was just so nice of her. Just so nice. So I owe her. Somehow I'm going to find a book that I think she needs to read. That's my mission. So I'm really excited for these. The next book is from Penguin, called End Times by Anna Shoemaker. This one sounds super interesting. It's a new series. This is the first book, and it comes out in a couple weeks this month, May, yeah. Can't believe we're in May. But that also means BEA. Are you going to BEA? Are you? I am. You need to go, because if you like books, you need to go. It's the book expo, so find a way. Anyways, End Times is about this girl who goes to move to Wyoming to be with her uncle because she just can't handle her life in Detroit anymore, and she goes, and when she gets there, it's everybody in this town is like talking about how the rapture is happening, like the end times are here, the trumpets have sounded. And she's like, okay, I guess I didn't like come to this super quiet, serene, non-drama town. Everyone's talking about the end times, and she's at first like, okay, weirdos, and really doesn't believe them, thinks they're a bunch of nuts. Things keep happening that make her question whether or not it really is the end times. Different signs, and so even when she tries to ignore it, she finds out some things that make her wonder if they are telling the truth, if they're right. Sounds really interesting. When I was not little, but preteen, I was like really obsessed with like the end times, and there was that Rapture series. Did anyone read that? I don't know. It was like a Christian fiction series, but I don't know. I was always like morbid, like wondering about the end times, and I don't know. So I'm very interested in this series. So I have to think it's going to be interesting. So thank you, Penguin, for sending that because I am excited. The next one is After the End, and HarperCollins sent me this for review, and this one looks so good. It actually kind of reminds me of the movie The Village, if you've ever seen that, M. Night Shyamalan. This one sounds so good. It's a post-apocalyptic story where it's World War III happens, nuclear fallout, kills like everybody. Anyone who escapes goes to Alaska and has lived off the land for the past 30 years and just kind of hiding out from whatever is going on out there. And at least that is what our main character has been told. Her name, Juneau, like Juneau, Alaska. Funny. At least I thought so. So she's been told that until she comes back from a hunting expedition to find that everybody that she lived with, her clan, whatever, is gone. So she goes to search for them, and she comes across this booming modern world where there's like cars and glass buildings and not what she was told, that everyone was decimated and whatnot. So this sounds really good. I'm excited. I do not know if this is a series or not. I like kind of hope that it's not because I have too many series to keep up with, but this sounds so good. Next one is also from HarperCollins. Says Sleep No More by Aprilyn Pike. So I've never read any books by her, but I know she's super popular, but this one sounds really good. And it's about a girl who is an oracle. She sees visions, she sees the future, and she tried intervening before, and it basically caused the death of, I think, her mother, something, hold on. No, her father. Her father ended up dying because she tried to intervene and change the course of history, and her mother ended up in a wheelchair. So basically she's learned, see these visions, don't do anything about it. Until she sees a vision that a classmate is going to be murdered, she just cannot let it happen. So she goes and tries to prevent it. And she meets a guy who knows her gift and wants to teach her how to manipulate it so bad things don't happen when she changes the course of the future. So it sounds really interesting. I like books where people have these like gifts, but I like that there's consequences. Like you can't just change the future and there's no consequences. So I'll be curious to see how this one turns out. Again, I don't know if this is a series, but it scares me. I should probably check that before I actually start it and then finish some series before I start new ones. Be a good idea. The last one is Talker 25. I don't really know that much about this one. I just know there's dragons, and this is my second copy of this book. So you have a chance to perhaps win it. But it's a very like militant world. It's fantasy world, North America, but fantasy. And there's like, I don't know, there's dragons. And people don't like dragons, I guess, and they keep them on reservations. And this girl is being accused of conspiring with the dragons. I don't know, but there's dragons. And I really haven't read many dragon books, but I just like the idea of dragons in books. So let me know if you've read this one and tell me your favorite dragon book because I want to read more dragon books. So that is all. That was pretty small haul this past week or so. Yeah, it's from the past week. Especially since I couldn't go buy any books or go to the library because I've been sick and hacking up a lung and So for the giveaway, I'm going to be giving away Talker 25 and this Perks of Being a Wallflower mouse pad together. I know, strange combination. Dragons, kind of angsty, contemporary novel mouse pad. But you need to subscribe to this channel and then leave a comment and tell me what the best book you've read this year is because I want to know, because then maybe I can rearrange the books that I'm thinking about reading soon and keep on a good streak. I was on a good streak, really good streak. I was liking every book that I was reading for like quite a couple mini books, and it was great. I was reading great books, and it was like a reading high. And then I got to read a book for book club, and it's not going well, and I haven't read all week because I just don't want to read this book, and it is not good. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I would feel bad if you liked it, but you can check my Goodreads if you want to see what I'm currently reading, and that book will probably be on there still because, yeah, I just don't know how I'm going to read it. Good luck to the winners, and hopefully I will be more frequent with my book hauls and other things that I'm doing, like the date with my bookshelf, and maybe I'll even throw on some reviewy type things to talk about what I've been reading that hopefully is better than that book club book. So I will see you guys later. Thanks for dealing with my half-man voice and my congested little nose. And yeah, happy reading, guys. Bye.